Hello and welcome to Rottnest Island, the perfect location to cook a little bit of seafood today. We're cooking gold band snapper in crazy water, using a little bit of seawater, so no salt required in this recipe. We've got some fresh gold band fillets over here, fresh tomato, a little bit of just roughly chopped garlic, lots and lots of fresh parsley and some tomatoes, very important whole tomatoes, canned, ready to go. And then we're going to be serving this with a side of sourdough bread from the bakery just around the corner. So to start with, we're going to get our fresh tomatoes in, straight into the pot with our crushed garlic. Don't chop this too fine, we want nice little bits of garlic hit later on. Fresh parsley. I'm using Italian flat leaf parsley, but you can definitely use curly leaf in this one. And then a good 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So of course, good quality, local olive oil. This makes up a lot of flavour in the dish, so it's very, very important to use fresh olive oil. Next up are our whole tomatoes. I prefer to use these as opposed to crushed tomatoes. Reason being, they're generally a little bit sweeter, and because this dish has such a short cooking time, the sugars don't have much time to develop. So it's very important that the canned tomatoes are good quality as well. All right, so all in, and you can just see what I've done is crushed it up with my hand, Italian nonna style, I would say. And then from here, in with our seawater, probably about half a cup, 2/3 of a cup. We can always add in a little bit more later if the salt is a little bit out. We don't want to put it all in to start with because we don't want to make it too salty. And then from there, a good 1.5 cups of filtered water. We're going to just crush this up just a little bit more with the spoon, bring it to a simmer. We've just got our bread in a grill, cast iron, so we get a nice smoky flavour in this. A little bit of olive oil over the top. This just helps encourage a little bit of char and keeps some moisture in the bread at the same time. Remember, this is an Italian recipe, so when you say a little bit of olive oil, generally mean a lot of olive oil. Okay, so we've been simmering down for a few minutes, probably 5 to 10 at most, and then nice and gentle. In with our fish fillets. The important bit with this is skin side up. They cook fairly quickly, so it's important to have the flesh facing towards the hot liquid at the bottom to keep it nice and moist. Now we're going to bring it back to a simmer, and it really is only about 4 to 6 minutes. These cook very quickly, they'll be cooked right the way through. Our fish is looking absolutely gorgeous. It's just curled up nicely at the sides. It's a good indicator that the flesh is cooked all the way through. So off with the heat. What we need to do now is get this little guy into a serving plate, nice and gentle, just so this soft fish doesn't flake apart, and then some of the cooking liquid over the top. And we've still got some nice pieces of tomato in there, very, very important. You want to have some of the texture in there ready to go. A little bit of charred sourdough at the side, and some parsley flowers, snapper in crazy water. Look forward to seeing you next week.